Well, David, it's great to be back with you at AVEVA World. I have a feeling this is not your first AVEVA World. In fact, you've been showing me around for a long time.
Yes,
Yeah?
yes. It's been, I think, 5 years in a row for me. But every year, I keep on learning new things, meeting new friends. And it's also, like you, an old friend. I like seeing you, so it's very nice. It's becoming like a family already.
Yeah, it's like an annual gathering.
It's an annual gathering. It's like a
Family
reunion.
reunion,
It's like a
yeah.
family reunion. Yes, you're right. You're right.
And this year, obviously, we're in Italy. We get great food, but what are some of the other highlights for you?
I was telling the team earlier about the ice cream here, the pistachio. Very good. I had two already, one yesterday and one today.
Yeah.
And I might come back again.
Ah, ice cream that's powered and made with digital solutions,
Yes,
including it from
exactly,
AVEVA.
yes.
Yeah. But I know that you are a Sustainable Impact Partner Badge winner.
Yes,
It's a
thank you.
program that we really wanted to bring to life to recognize partners that are providing amazing solutions that have sustainability benefits. Can you tell me, from your perspective, what is the program meant to you? Why did you apply?
Well, we really want to walk the talk. First, we envision it internally, that we prove to our team, our people, that we can make a difference, and letting others, actually the communities, other partners, to learn from it as well. Because we want to see in our team the passion. To be honest with you, sustainability is one of the hardest things to really implement. But once we implement it, they see now that, hey, we can do it. We want to create that mindset of we can do it. So if we can do it internally, if we can show the communities that we serve that we can do it, they themselves will now have that mindset that, hey, they could do it as well. And we always have this motto that everything starts with data.
Yeah.
So that's where we always start.
But I remember you showing me some solutions very early on where you were leveraging Pi, using it for energy efficiency gains,
Yes.
using it for resilience in the
Yes.
case of natural disasters.
Yes.
Can you tell us more about some of the use cases that
Yes.
you're leveraging Pi for?
Yeah, so one of our use cases from Energy Development Corp. They're a geothermal power company in the Philippines. Their power plants are situated in the mountains. So of course, Pi is used for their operational efficiency. But one of the use cases that we built for them is natural catastrophe. So we monitor earthquake, soil monitoring, landslide, weather. At first, we thought it was community service. But the value that they bring is actually really lowering the premium by, I think, almost 70%.
Wow.
Because they're showing now a Pi Vision display to their insurance that, hey, even if the rainfall is this, we are seeing that the soil is not moving, still safe. And even if it's vibration of the earthquake, it's still okay. So they have that visibility via our technology, not just serving the community, but lowering the premium of the insurance.
Yeah.
And that's really nice. You're hitting all the right buttons.
Well, it's incredible, right? Because we often say that through digital solutions, sometimes you make the invisible visible.
Yes,
Yeah?
exactly. It starts from a wild idea, but becoming a very beneficial to the company. So it's very, very nice actually.
And helping them on a financial front, right? From
Yes.
insurance perspective. And one of the things is when you're working in those industries, you need verifiable data. You need a single source of the truth,
That is
right?
correct. So even with EDC, our journey started 2016. And of course, they're still our clients. They invested a lot on AVEVA. We always have upgrades every year with them. They buy a lot of services. And we're now optimizing their power plants by 2 megawatts by just analyzing the data. There's no new drill, no explorations, no new hardware, no new sensors. Just by analyzing the data, we optimize their power plants by 2 megawatts per hour. So it's a journey for them, but it's a
Yeah.
good journey.
Yeah.
It's a good journey. So they've been a very good customer.
Yeah, it's very inspirational. I remember you've also done work around trucking, around other
Oh
areas.
yes.
Yeah.
Well, again, if you show them something, because they're the subject matter experts, they have ideas. We don't know everything.
Yeah.
But when we show them something that, hey, you could now see your data in real time,
Yeah.
it sparks a lot of ingenuity, wild ideas that becomes now beneficial to the company, savings to the company. So
Yeah.
it's exciting times. It's exciting times.
No, I love that. I love the spirit of co-collaboration with your customers. You don't
Yes.
always necessarily know where you're going to get to.
Yes, yes.
What are some of the industries that you're most excited about working with today?
Still on energy, because energy is now evolving, as you know, renewables, but it has an impact on the grid, the operations. That's why now real-time data is very important. As we now move into bigger populations, more energy, a lot of people are taking it for granted that we have 24 by 7 electricity,
Yep.
charging our phones, our laptops, but they don't know the grid impact to that one. And I think AVEVA has the best solutions for that one. And we are very successful in our part of the world because most of the major power players, T&D customers are now running AVEVA software. And they're pretty much very happy.
I love that example because it goes to show that the digital solutions play a huge role on the supply side of the energy equation, which you were talking about with geothermal.
Yes.
But also on the demand side,
Yes.
right? With how we get the energy and move the electrons around, but then
yes.
also, I think, making people more efficient, right?
True. We have a new motto.
Okay.
We started it last year. We called it What Really Matters. WATT. So we always ask that question to the customer as an icebreaker. What really matters to you, sir? So then they say, what? WATT. Because at the end of the day, the output is very important. How we optimize that output, then we discover how we do it along the way. But it starts with data, then what really matters. So
And-
you know.
Yeah. And are you getting a lot of questions from customers about AI? I assume you are. Are
Oh
you...
yes, every day, in every discussion. But I think now they're also learning that data is very important. Clean data is very important. Trusting the data is very important. That's where again AVEVA and Pi plays a big role because we clean the data, we put the data in the right hierarchy so that we can push it to AI at the right time, meaning at the right place so that AI can do its job. So it's a good 1-2 punch, as they call it.
I often, say while I get a lot of questions about AI, I mean, it all starts with a solid data foundation
Yes.
to be able to really see those gains. But
Yes.
I'm curious, are you overall an AI optimist or an AI pessimist? What do you think this is going to do to our world?
I'm at the middle.
Okay.
Safe answer.
Cautiously optimistic?
Cautiously optimistic. But I believe it's a journey, data first. That's why we really would like to walk the talk in sustainability, because sustainability is one of the hardest to prove, the output. But if they're seeing the data now, especially on how we can create those environmental savings or impact, it now creates a mindset to the clients, to the communities, to our team that, hey, if we can do this, we can now go ahead of AI because we can really do a complex solution.
Yeah.
So that's, I think, one of the key things that why we are really pushing for sustainability. It sounds simple, but it's really complex to prove the impact.
Yeah.
But once you prove the impact, now you go further.
Yeah.
That's our personal take.
I also feel like with sustainability challenges, there's always so many different stakeholders, and we actually need so many different groups to have access to the data, to be able to provide their expertise on it and to work on it. And I feel like that's something that you've been able to show, both on the energy sector, but also with some of the other more, I guess I'm thinking of your work with the ABC CBN Foundation.
Yes, the coral reef and mangroves. Well, I have a good team. And as you know, I have a good guardian angel.
Yes.
My wife is really into this sustainability. We always check project on how we really can contribute. Maybe just to share, we're now even teaching School of the Deaf on Pi. Because if we can teach them, technology is for everybody. So we would like to have that to be an enabler. So we're pushing the boundaries.
You always do. This is why I love sitting down with you and learning what you're doing,
I'm learning
how we
as
can
well,
work
yeah.
together.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's really inspirational.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you,
Oh.
thank you. We've been very blessed to have the support of AVEVA, especially with our teams as well. So
Oh.
we are looking forward for the next decade or this one. More
Oh.
decades.
So are we. Well,
Yeah.
I've been asked to ask you in one word,
Okay.
how would you sum up this AVEVA world?
For me, exciting. I hear, one word, exciting. But when I heard Casper telling about the radical collaboration, I'm very much into it. Because, again, no man is an island. We have to work together, especially on what really matters. Because what really matters is our world. So we optimize, we energy save, but basically it's still for our environment and the world. So that really matters for us.
Well said. I'm not going to top that. Thank you, David.
Well, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Again, we're very grateful.
Oh,
Thank you for this opportunity.
oh, great to be with you.
Always, always. Thank you.
Good.
Okay, good, good.